Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We were definitely on time, and it wasn't my fault, and everything's fine. It was definitely not me. Good morning.
Everybody dance now. Boom,
Bam,
boom,
bam,
boom,
bam,
boom,
bam,
boom,
bam. Well,
boom,
that was
boom.
perfectly synced on my end. I hope it was for everybody else, because that's rare. So, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
Why did
me?
you also wear a blue shirt today?
I thought it was Blue Friday.
It's Target Day. We messed up. We should be wearing red.
Oh, that's right. Because I thought every Friday was the geek thing.
That's right, everybody. And if you haven't already seen it, well, let me just show you. Really just bring down the freaking excitement here. This is what we get today. Where is it? Where are they at?
What? What are you talking about? It's right there. Summer Geek Out. It's
Oh, they're over here.
to the left.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. The layout was different because there's 2 videos instead of 1, but this is it.
That's it. That's what she wrote. I'm
Oh.
happy. This is stuff that I want.
Well, I figured this one right here for sure would get a lot of people excited, right? But
Yeah.
these are the Stranger Things one. Do you collect those?
I have the Skeletor. If I'm being honest, it's okay. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's I think it's a little overpriced, but I'll get that too bad. What is it called? The TMNT Deluxe Mashup two Bop Steady. But the one I'm most excited for, Jonathan,
Tell me, please.
is the Minecraft Diamond Level 15th Anniversary Tuxedo Steve. Yes, there you go.
So are any of these a pre-order for you today?
Well, Bebop and Rocksteady for sure. I don't know. I feel like the He-Man, that shield is kind of cool though. I do like that shield, and I do
I
like that flaming claw.
yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
might have to get
This
these.
is like surprisingly well sculpted for something that generally is kind of soft. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's a lot going on here. Vecna's face has got a lot going on. Apparently he's wearing a crab. And then this shield is pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah. I think no, these accessories are real cool, and yeah, I don't need another He-Man, but I really do like that shield too, Demon Shield.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, I assume it's a light day for you because you don't need to, or are you going to get that Bebop and Rocksteady
No, dog. I don't do any of these kind of it's
5.5?
it's just the I think it's the like it's verged it's more on the side of child's toy for me, I guess. Like it's they're soft
What?
like I said.
These are toys for adults. You fascist.
It's the reasons why I like Neca over vintage stuff. It's like really take advantage of new technology and paint and all that stuff. So I like that, the higher end version, I guess. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does. I
But
mean,
speaking of Target and speaking of things that we might be buying, stick with us, everybody, because a little bit after 9, when we're looking at these things online, I'm going to show you some stuff that you might be more excited about that is coming to Target actively and surprisingly not, at least that we're aware of, not part of any of these summer geek out things. So even if you like vintage stuff, there's going to be some fun items. Yeah, Johnny Fastest. We got a lot of people hanging out, 114 people to be exact. Okay, 7 people on Twitter. I don't know what's going on. It's usually 100 over there because they're all porn bots. I don't even know if I could say that word on the internet anymore. Bots. No,
what is a porn bot?
that's all Twitter is. It's like you comment on somebody's thing or you post your own thing on Twitter or X, and then you get this like and from a random person, and it's usually a very attractive female, And then you're like, what? And you click on it every time. It's just like link in bio to stream stuff, whatever.
But doesn't that mean that that's an attractive female that maybe fancied you and wants you
No, no,
wants you?
no, that is never real. However,
John,
the
John, I
real
need this.
ones, the real ones do send me emails all the time that say, you know, they're hot and horny for me.
Are you saying that that's not real either?
No, the emails are real.
Oh, the email. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, John.
believe me.
I need this to be real.
I
need
spent a
those
lot of money
DMs to be real.
paying for their emails. It's
I
real.
know. I know you do, buddy. That's why you can't get Bop Steady.
That's right. Yeah, that's my email money. All right, we got Video Power Gaming, 1000 Wolves, Super Mario 3. Hello, you're on both channels. How kind of you. And then you got Ramen Toy himself. Ace says, have a great stream. I'm in Augusta now. Going to prepare to set up at Joe Fest. Well, dang. That was at 7:55 a.m. So he was he came in early just to let us know that he cares about us and loves us. And that he's going to be distracted the whole time he's in Georgia because he's thinking about the two of us, which is very sweet.
Georgia.
I hope he's got the ramen razor on display. Is he supposed to have that on display in Augusta?
I think it's printed.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to have it there. I know he's got a couple tanks, and there's going to be an exclusive for the event for those tanks in certain colors. Like I think the camo or sand color or whatever. Anyway, Giorno's here. Motuverse. Toy Stalker. All about the villains.
What's up, Ralphie?
We've got Controversial Toys, Damned Ash Samurado, and Lee Howell. Too bad the bassist is here. Briar Shin, Shades, Yo Hazuki, 1999, Deep Space Niner, Rabbit Gavin, just incredible. I always think about how I wish I had a name that I could play off of some fun things. Dude, and David Nakayama, his thing and his icon and his symbol, everything David Nakayama is a comic book incredible artist. Maybe I think probably my favorite comic artist, like cover art person, hands down. David Nakayama, art, DNA. So he signs everything DNA, and then there's like a little DNA strand under his DNA.
But wait, I don't understand the relevance of DNA.
What's just a fun, cool David Nakayama art?
Oh, David Nakayama. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's real early here.
It's okay. I'm here to carry you over the finish line. We got Fexton Toys, James E, all these people. Okay, Joey Shalom's here. Shalom, is that right? Shalom. I can't do it.
No, you can't.
Let me have a little bit of this coffee with cream in there, and I'm sure I'll get that phlegm in the back of the throat. Moscato Bot.
Momo. Let's hear it for the boy.
Look, folks, what a fun day, huh? We got 5 minutes to buy these things before they sell out. All exclusively from Mattel. I like this crossover stuff, okay? I don't care for this type of figure because, again, I'm not a Motu collector. And as we established, I'm a fascist.
You're a packet.
But if these, I think we talked about in the last stream, if somebody was able to create figures that look like the artwork on the package of Motu stuff, I'd be all about that. Like, that is a work of art. That's the kind of thing that I'm into. So then I would collect it because of the art skill more than the nostalgia or connection to the figure.
I see. I mean, these are, I think you have to maybe have, I think Origins and 5.5, there needs to be some kind of, like, no pun intended, nostalgia for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the whole point of it is it kind of like harkens back to like those type of figures, and you know, they're not trying to do the new thing. So if you like the old thing, you like the new thing. I think that's what they rely on. And speaking of rely, you can always rely on Ama, your boy, gifting 10 Mad Hatter memberships, 10 lucky people. Now I'm starting to get awake. Okay, when I hear memberships, I get like I just start the synapses just start lighting up. Thank you. And how lucky are those 10 people that just got memberships, that got members? Okay, you get, that's the great thing about the stream. You always get members in your face, in your rear, everywhere, all over you. Okay, that's so welcome new members to the Mad Hatter Review slash Johnny Nostalgia slash live stream slash.
No slash today.
No slash, damn it.
Video Power Gaming, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the $4.99. How about that blue shirt and everybody dance now opening? We'll get hit with a copyright strike because we synced it and nailed it.
No, but I stopped after the 6th dun. I just did the dun dun dun, but I didn't do the next dun. If you do that, I fucked up. I just did it there. That's the copyright.
Oh no, they're like we were fine, but then 11 minutes later they did it. So it's kind of like the Vanilla Ice thing. Da 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 da.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'll type in if we get hit with the claim. I'll be like, no, we're good because ba 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 ba.
Yeah, that's right. There's a video. I can only imagine how amazing that video is about Minecraft Steve. Is that his name? Minecraft Steve? I don't know. She's talking about it. Why don't
I didn't watch these. Oh. Tuxedo Steve. Diamond level Tuxedo Steve.
Do we have anybody in the chat that plays Minecraft?
Well, I'm sure there's somebody. At least not if not in our live streams, people that watch my videos, because I get a lot of, with all this anime stuff, I get a lot of younger people. In the meantime, so we have 2 minutes. Let me just stop sharing that and remind everybody that we got new magnets.
Oh, nice. I knew that one was coming, but that one is the winner, my friend.
So obviously a play off of the Rogue with Apocalypse thing. And
what it is? What? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, because Rogue drove a van. But yeah, so that's up as a magnet. These are thick magnets.
They're thick.
They're 4
These magnets are thick, boy.
Yeah, and they wipe clean real easy. They're 4 by 5.5. They're not outdoor magnets. This is just for your house, but they're strong. And then these will become 11 by 17 prints, but I'm gonna need some time because I need to gather up all the designs that I need before I send those to the printer. But this is another one.
That one's nice. Many iterations. You worked very hard on that one.
Yeah, I shared this with you and TMNT 1987, who it doesn't seem is here today in the chat. That SOB must be working. This took a lot of time, and then I shared some early drawings and some finished ones with Jason Yang, the artist behind our Space Donatello and Samurai Mikey. And he helped me figure out some things, and then I decided to get this cityscape in the background to help with eyeline. And then there's this variant version, which was always, when I first started doing that drawing, this was always on the forefront for me, was making sure that I had an alternate version where they were all in their costumes. And then I just changed the blimp and Krang. Anyway, I can see you're bored as hell. The chat.
I'm not bored. I'm putting the stuff in my cart.
Oh God!
Do your fucking thing. All right. Oh wow, there's like a sale now.
I only see 3 things. Oh, also, if you scroll down, you can get the stuff from last week. By the way.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, look, the freaking Batmobile's still up or back up. And I checked earlier. It was yeah, you can still pre-order it.
All right, pre-ordering now. Pre-ordering now. Everybody pre-order.
Oh, there are only 3 things. I don't know why I saw these. I thought these 2 were sold separately, but they're $35 for both.
Man, you're You're stupid.
Yeah, people know that. I put myself on the internet and they get to see how stupid I am all the time. Look at he's got what's going on with his skin?
Okay.
He's
Sorry.
got some
I'm
stuff in his skin there.
okay. I'm ready to focus, John. I'm sorry. I got it. I locked it down. So what's going on with his skin? Yeah, he's supposed to be like a light. The thing that bothered me about the Stranger Things, the last pack of Stranger Things, is the Skeletor on the picture looked his colors were a lot more vibrant, and then when he came out, it was kind of like this wash. So it was like
Yeah.
a weird wash, and so it's okay. It's still a nice Skeletor, but like not as advertised. I'm wondering if it's going to be the same with this He-Man. This He-Man, I think, is supposed to represent. I don't know. He's a little more sickly. I'm sickly. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
think it's like especially with those eyes. I think this is
Yeah.
like we're trying to always be inclusive with people, right? Like we see heavier weight people in advertising and things like that. Their Target is real big about not doing touch-up photography anymore. I think this is trying to cater to the eczema crowd.
Yeah, that's yeah, or the jaundice crowd. Can you be jaundice in adulthood? Like I know babies like can be born and they're all like yellowed. Like can you carry that into adulthood? I don't know.
I know that if you have a liver issue, you can start going super orange. There was this guy at an Ollie's behind the register who was as orange as this freaking flame clock.
Dude, look how badass that fucking clock is. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know.
A big clock on fire. The whole figure is pretty cool. It's got detail. That's a nice 5.5 figure. And yeah, no, I know he is in the upside down. I guess that that's the illusion that when you're in the upside down, you get all upside downy like that. But dude,
Upside
I love
down.
his shield. Can you?
Yeah, I just want to see these other photos.
There you go.
Look at that. I mean, he looks normal here. This is maybe a render or something. I don't know. He looks so like shimmery and tan.
I like this comment. I was Jonas's adult. I was told to go home from work because I look like a Simpson character.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Scary, dude. This is a
No,
nice
scary
thing,
to
man.
be that jaundiced looking. That's
Dude,
what I
look
was
at the
saying. To
demon.
be
Look
that
at
yellow.
that demon shield. I love that shield.
Yeah, you don't see any of his weirdness here.
Nah, it's probably gonna be just a light touch anyway. These are some nice accessories, man.
Yeah, very fun for sure. What
Home
were the other
Arcade
ones?
is here, Mr. Home Art. Where is he? Where is this guy? This fucking dude trashed me pretty hard on the phone yesterday. Home Arcade got mine was way easier than the Walmart collector com bullshit. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
And
Walmart.
it's true.
Walmart needs to just not have anything ever. Deep Space Niner in the chat with the $10. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Mattel. That's right. Comes with a $5 coupon for your eczema creams. Generic brand only. Thank you so much for the $10 and thank you for being here. Deep space and all. That's a long delay between the signal. So we got these two squeezed together. This is pretty fun, huh? I actually like that this is translucent.
I like that. I thought this came with a piece of the metal head or metal botto. When is that thing get okay? So I don't know if you know, John, but these so you have the Motu TMNT crossover figures.
Yeah, and they all come with
the not all of them. The deluxe ones have been, I think, 2 so far have been coming with metal botto pieces, so you can put a metal head / roboto thing together. I thought this one came with one. When the fuck is that thing coming together? That's been taking forever, man.
Here it comes with a Build-A-Figure part for Metal Botto, but for some
It
reason,
does say that.
but they didn't show it. Which is
why aren't you showing the piece, you fucking non-showing piece people? What? Okay.
And you can
That's
swap
got
their
me
heads, it
excited.
says. So
That's got me pretty excited. Okay. So I think with him, and there's one more I think that needs to be completed. Forgot what it is. But what I didn't forget is Deep Space Niner with the $10 this way for the vent fund and your new place. Thank you, Deep Space Niner. I am still thinking I will be trying to steal this vent and seeing if I get away with it without a massive dip in the security fund. Although that's probably gonna, I feel like landlords like can just say anything when you leave to nab your security deposit. I think they can go in and be like, well, we have to paint one room that costs $1,000 because like it's like I feel like you're at their mercy to lie, and this dude is a fucking liar. You know what I mean? And like, so I feel like there's no chance I see that security deposit in any significant form.
well, if you have any lawyer friends, I'm sure they just say stuff with assuming that 90% of people are not going to have a lawyer look at it.
I mean, I'm Jewish, of course I have a lawyer friend. I'm probably a lawyer, and I'm not even aware of it.
Oh, am I allowed to laugh at that? I don't know.
No, you fucking canceled. That was a test. I wanted to see if
No.
you would laugh, and now you're getting canceled by my cabal.
Oh, wow.
Controversial toys, my buddy Justin right here. Some would say one of my oldest channel friends here. Thank you, buddy, for the $10 super chat. Do either of you have any Stranger Things ending theories? I guess not a spoiler if it's just a theory. John, do you watch Stranger Things? Do you have a theory?
I love Stranger Things, and I cannot wait for the next season.
Any guesses? I mean, it's just a guess, right?
I mean, I have not had any theories. I've just been going in and enjoying it. But to satisfy the question, my theory is that the world we've been watching and know all of our characters from is the Upside Down the whole time.
Oh no, please no. No, do you want that though, or is that okay? All right, so that's just a theory, but that's not something you want.
No, I was gonna say that it was all just a dream, like those stupid kind of endings. But no.
If it's a dream, I'm gonna.
How did Lost end?
Yeah, how did that end? It was stupid. The robot, yeah, whatever. My theory is they're all gonna go. It's gonna be in some prom or something, and they're gonna go and like the Upside Down's the friends we made along the way. The whole town is gonna be in the Upside Down. That's how it's gonna like the Upside Down will merge with our world. It's gonna like the barrier between our world and the Upside Down gets shattered. The Upside Down filters into our world, the real world, and basically we have to have the whole town rally together to stop.
It's pronounced Raleigh.
Raleigh. We got to rally together, Raleigh, and Will die, and 2 more kids will die. I don't know. I'm just, but Millie Bobby Brown won't die because she will need to, I don't know, like
be alive for the spinoff in 10 years.
Yeah, there you go. I really don't know. I really don't have any guesses, but I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, they've just been crushing it. And it's one of those things where I thought that a lot of this stuff was them figuring out after the success of season 1 and being like, oh, we need to figure out the rest of it. But they had all of this figured out before they even started season 1. That's how these guys are as storytellers.
Wait, did they said they had it all figured out?
Yep. They knew all of this was going to be the way forever ago, which is crazy.
Okay, they said that, but didn't they say that also on Game of Thrones, and then that thing fucking shit the bed, like right at the end?
Well, that was the book was never finished before the show finished.
No, I know, but they consulted with Martin, I thought. Maybe
Oh, I
I'm
don't
wrong.
know.
And they were like, well, give us like kind of like the cliff notes on how you see the book finishing. And I thought that they kind of adapted that. And that's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a great ending though for that show.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful.
So yeah, here we go with these guys. And then what's the last one on the list is our little Minecraft boy in his tuxedo, $35. $35.
$35.
It's not a real gold axe.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I love gold. How big is this thing?
Why do they not show the packages to this stuff? Because that's kind of important for a lot of people, inbox collectors, but then you also know that this guy comes with the freaking extra piece, which is, and then there's probably something over here in the Stranger Things one, but she's showing this box, which makes it look like a premium thing.
Well, maybe because like the packaging, because this is not out yet. Like these pre-orders, I don't think they're charging for them now. Like I think these are like, so maybe like what happened?
It's already sold out.
That is sold out. Holy shit!
Wow.
It doesn't show on my when I'm looking on my phone. Oh yeah,
5.5 inch.
See if anything else is sold out. Bob Steady is not sold out, and Stranger Things is not sold out. So I guess there are a few Minecraft fans out there.
A couple, it seems. You got a super chat, and then I'm going to show people the real exciting.
Oh my god! I'll tell you what's not a Minecraft. King Jim's super chat. Thank you, sir, for the $20 super chat. Going to the moving fund. Love you, buddy. This won't cover your security deposit, but here's $20 to get you a couple drinks to make you feel better. Look at that. Look at him, Kang with the. I love that name, by the way, Kang. Kang with the helping me get out of this fucking place, giving the big middle finger to the landlord. Okay, because
the FU landlord fund.
Yes. Do you know his last name is almost Nazi? His last name is Niazi, and you take one letter away. Never was there a more apropos name for this fucking dude who thinks that, he's just going to buy up lots of properties and rent them out to suckers like me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, King.
So get ready, folks. I'm going to show you some stuff and show you an account that you should be following this whole time.
Mine, the Mad Hatter Review channel?
Yeah. And also this one.
Okay.
AZ Toy Hunters Guild on Instagram. He's also on Twitter and posts through Facebook and stuff. Miguel. So this is a great account to know sometimes that things are getting scanned and they're at the docks. He usually posts those, I guess, in his story, but maybe we'll see like, oh, Lawson Turtles are shipping before we know that they're hitting stores. He'll see that those things are arriving, getting to the import dock or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of arriving, I'm about to arrive because Video Power Gaming with the 1999 FU Landlord Fund. I am arriving. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Satan. So this he posted yesterday. I want to come back to the dinosaur things, so let's not go into that yet. Because I got a lot to say. What he did post is recently, this is pinned, but recently he saw these were coming to Target. The Player 2 was coming to Target. So not the one with the alternate heads and all that stuff.
No, this is the red Target exclusive Player 2.
This, I think, is going to satisfy a lot more people than... Look, he already bought it. It's in the back of his vehicle. But this is probably going to satisfy a lot more people than what we saw today as part of the summer geek out. This is just hitting the shelves.
Where the fuck did this come from?
I don't know.
The toilet taxi? What?
The new 40th anniversary. Yeah, I don't. Did this vehicle exist?
Are you asking if the toilet taxi existed? Of
I'm
course
sure it
it did.
existed, but I don't it. Like it's partially. I don't think I had this thing, but some of it looks familiar. So I'm sure this like turtle tread was on the 4-wheeler or whatever,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Oh
beach
my
buggy
God.
or something. But maybe the nostalgia here is just from seeing it on the back of stuff. Flush the Foot seems super familiar though.
Dude, I gotta get this.
The toilet. I know a few
I didn't
people. I know a
have one.
guy actually from a stream the other day that has IBS that could really benefit from a portable taxi toilet.
I mean, that's a rumor that he has IBS, but yes, I think I like that. I like that idea.
Didn't come with a figure though, he said.
No, it did not. Yes, that is. It just was like just the standard box.
I like this looks like a repaint of the police without the body. Like just the head looks like the police Donatello.
Dude, I love these fucking old vehicles. I'm such a fucking sucker for these things.
I love the box art.
Yeah, dude, you skipped over that video game power bought your Ko-Fi stuff. Okay,
I can't see all this if I'm on a different screen. I'm sorry.
You just fucking insulted the guy right now. Okay, he's gonna return all of the Kofi stuff now.
Did I get a Kofi thing here?
Yeah, he said he bought Kofi stuff.
Oh, his comment, not like a Kofi alert or whatever.
Yeah, I think wow, this came out of nowhere. Toilet taxi. Holy shit. I haven't thought about this thing in years. Wow.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, there you go. Hey, that's my page.
Yeah, heck yeah, it is. We're telling
Wait,
everybody if you just arrived, we were just letting everybody know. But unfortunately, DCPI, this is very good information, is the same as Mutant Mayhem vehicles. So this is going to do you no good. You're just going to have to go in there and see if you can find it.
Yeah.
But man, that's beautiful box art. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm going to definitely pick that up because I have this Durant Super Chat, $20 given to the No, this is for the FU Landlord Fund. So that has to go to that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the FU Landlord Fund. And landlord, fuck you. You know what? Every time that I have to give that guy 2 fuck yous. Fuck you, Mr. Niazzi. Okay, because
he's a dirty Niazzi.
Fix a fucking window. Thank you, sir. I appreciate these chats.
So let's talk about this. When he posted this yesterday, I was very excited. I saw this box and I was like, "Oh, this is what I wanted the work version." And then I flipped the image and saw this photo, and I went, "Oh, I don't want this figure." Because what do we see? But pretty much the exact same accessories. So we have the base figure, which is identical underneath.
Yep.
Same head sculpt, same alternate head sculpt with the eyes looking to the right. It's like you couldn't even just make them look left or straight. So we have an alternate. You get a soft goods shirt, which, hey, that's great. And the collar looks great. But this could have definitely existed in the other set because it's just soft goods. And then the hat, that's it. We did it. Congratulations. We're done.
That's all. That's the only difference.
Well, his lunchbox. So he has his lunchbox. That doesn't look like there's any little animal arms that come out of it, which is unfortunate. Little tiny dinosaur stuff. He still comes with the 6-pack. He's got, looks like 2 sets of alternate hands.
Yeah, so this is Blue Cat is saying this is good if you didn't get the first one.
Oh, he's got work gloves. So that's the difference.
Here's my problem with this variant is it's like the first one is still, I think, pretty readily available. I have to imagine it is. That lunchbox is kind of cool though. But this is stuff that this is almost like you could have maybe charged a little more, I don't know if like do I want two of these dinosaurs? You know what I mean?
No.
Like I almost wish like why not charge since this is coming off pretty much on the heels of the last one. Like
Right.
why couldn't it just have come with everything, all of this stuff? And like this is a very like, this seems kind of like weak for a variant. You know what I mean? Like I would even venture to say, even though I think it's kind of ugly, that the superhero one is a more solid variant because that's like a aesthetically every like it's got a superhero suit and this and that. I don't love the figure, but like this is like the same figure, and then you get just a few more things, and now I gotta like double up because I want to get this. I understand it's like more, yeah, we want to double up our sales, but like this feels kind of like a week. This feels like they could have included this stuff in the first run, which was not
Yeah.
that long ago and still
No.
pretty readily available as well.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember all the accessories of the other one, but he did come with the 6-pack. He came with a TV remote, which was different from what Baby Sinclair gets. But I think beyond that, it was mostly just like the hands. But yeah, this is it's literally the same figure, but then we just added like 3 things, and instead of but the problem is this version will never have normal hands. He always has these glove hands, which are swappable because it's just at the peg. So you could put the regular hands on this. So if you have both, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. You just buy
Yeah.
both and you sell one of them without some of the accessories at a loss for like $15 or $20. Hope someone will buy it.
No, but that's fucking. I don't like that. Toy Stalker says the first Earl is so still in stock. LOL. Like a variant is great if it's like
Alf.
it's like when people are like, hey, I never got a chance to get the first one. Like that happens sometimes. People jump in like late in a line, or it's doing something different enough to justify it. That's a cash grab. I know you can say technically every variant is a cash grab because you're trying to make money, but that really doesn't serve much purpose other than to say, like because that's just a bad practice. Okay, so you make a figure, you make a bunch of accessories, you take half of the accessories, you put them aside, you release the figure without them, and then release another one with them. It's kind of weak. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't love that. I hate the idea of having another. I'd rather just have the one Earl with all the shit. Now I got to go hunt that one down because yeah,
Because we're sick.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think the let's I think the what am I trying to say? Jesus. I think that Alf's alternative costumes are substantially better.
Yes. And they are substantial enough too to make it seem like it's a fucking solid variant, I guess, even if you don't want
yes.
that version.
Yeah. The accessories of the Alfs are really fun. He comes with all those like the different soft goods or whatever. And I was definitely surprised to see that they announced actually I should probably just pull it up. The SDCC version.
Yeah. Oh my
Uh,
God, Tony to Pony. I want that boss so badly. I don't know how these are selling, if it would justify making him, but I really want them to make the Triceratops boss.
Yeah, same. It should just be a huge dio. That could be an exclusive, San Diego exclusive or something. And it's just like you get the backside wall,
Yeah,
and
that would be awesome.
just posable arms and head. That's all, and mouth. But yeah, this is a very interesting thing. I I honestly don't care for this.
No, neither do I. It looks like he shit himself too. It looks like he's got like a full diaper.
Yes, it's way more obvious the way his body is cut in with soft goods on it. Plus the way they had to do this front piece because he's shaped weird,
Yeah.
like that whole thing.
It's so
That look
weird.
that's a plastic, and then you have soft goods underneath.
Yeah, it's not what is he holding up?
It says Captain Impressive trachea plug.
Maybe that's gotta be a pull from the show, I guess.
Was this character in the show?
I don't know.
Captain Impressive.
I don't
Or
remember.
yeah, I mean, obviously it's like he's going to GalaxyCon SDCC, Comic-Con, and this is his costume, like what they're doing with Alf. But the Alf stuff just works so well.
Yeah, it does.
This is the
Yeah.
new one.
Also, it helps that I remember this Alf. Like I remember the art
Yeah.
from this. I don't remember that dinosaur Earl. By the way, anybody who's going to STCC, or if you're not, I think you're safe if you want these. Oh, he has a fucking
Yes.
a case.
Yes.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
That's what I was saying. Like the accessories on these are great with the Alfs. Last
That's
year it
pretty
was
fucking
the VHS camcorder and a couple other things. This year you get the tube so he can carry his artwork that he's buying, and then he's got a selfie stick with an iPhone.
Selfie stick is nice. That's it. These are nice accessories. Hey, is Neca revealing a TMNT STCC exclusive today?
That would be great. I don't know. I
That's
mean,
true.
they've
Big
been
Bad
doing them
Mike
each.
comment?
I think they do them each day, and today would be the last one, but we don't know what it is. Could be anything.
Man.
Because
That's
this guy was yesterday.
that was
No,
yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah,
then-
streaming here for sure. Giormo said, "Are you guys going to do a review on the new SHF Gohan?" Of course, I will be doing that review. Okay. Actually, John, I'm being completely serious, and I'm not trying to. Although maybe you have inspired me. There is an SHF exclusive at Comic-Con that I kind of want.
Is
Where
it
it's
Goku
Goku
and
on
Gohan?
the Nimbus cloud with the little Gohan. Like I don't know. Like I promised myself I like don't get deep into this, but that it just looked so like complete. Like I don't think I would need to get deep into it. Like I think I would be happy just to have that. So that is very tempting.
Yeah, I think if you don't have a Goku yet, that's a great one to start with. I have so many Gokus at this point, and I only want one that it doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
And
I don't have any.
Gohan barely articulates, but yeah, I think that's a great one. It's kind of, it's very iconic because of the old show intro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have any, so I think I'd be cool rolling with that. How do you feel about the flaming hot Chester cheetah? I saw that. I did not go in. However, I think that's an okay variant. I think that makes sense. What do we
Just to answer the question about this figure in the comments. I do have it. I haven't recorded. Tomorrow the 24,000 power level Vegeta video will be out.
24,000. It's over 24,000?
Oh yeah. When he's on planet Namek.
John, how do you feel about the flaming hot Chester cheetah?
It's fun. Now that's a variant.
That's a variant, right? That's solid. That makes sense,
It's no, it's so weird. I mean, but it does.
No, but I mean, it makes sense because there's
and it's super cheap. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I didn't like. It's for that is the same as the Monsters line having the black and white versions. Like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because it's different enough. It's doing something that's different. There's a okay.
My base character is not there. Also, it's like it's a very different.
Exactly. Look. Like I would rather have that than let's say they release another Chester cheetah and put some more accessories that weren't in the first one. You know what I mean? Like that's and by the way, I didn't mean to skip over that Batman, the 1/4 scale Catwoman.
Oh god.
I love this whole 1/4 scale Batman Returns line. It's a re-release though. Like this has come out before.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought because they're in stock now too, which is interesting.
I guess they're in stock.
So what I like about this is the alternate head. That looks so good.
Yeah. These are nice.
I don't usually like rooted hair, but it's on a taller figure and it's just a little bit, so it's okay.
I like when she's like 6 lives, and he shoots her again. 5 lives.
So she comes with the one body, which is kind of torn up version, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Man, what a
Oh,
great movie that was, huh?
oh man, it's my favorite Christmas movie.
It's so good. But this, I didn't know that they made. Oh, is he gone? Is he sold out? The Penguin there. Yep. Dang. Both versions of the Penguin are sold out.
You got to get the one with the coat.
Right. Well, they both come with a coat. You have this one, Batman, and then you get this one where he's the mayor.
That's right, Mayor Penguin.
So they're a little bit different. So he's gonna bite off somebody's nose.
How did that guy become the mayor? Gotham is pretty. I guess there's not a lot of competition in Gotham City.
No, because of Max, right? Didn't Max put him to?
Max Shrek.
Man, the Alpha's fun. I guess this is an exclusive as well. It's glow in the dark. That's another variant where it's like, yeah, that's okay because the other one wouldn't look right, if you wanted a
Right.
non-glow in the dark version. So, yeah, some of these exclusives are cool for the people that are doing it or that are into it, that are doing it.
That are doing it. Hell yeah.
So this one where it's kind of the blend between the blood version that came out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited to see what happens. This thing is expensive, by the way. This throne.
If I loved Predator, I would be like, if I was more into it, I would be all over that throne.
Yeah, you know how many people were finally, because Predator
Yeah.
used to be their whole thing, and then it just disappeared. Almost anyway, because of the Ninja Turtles.
I like how whenever there's like a Ninja Turtle reveal on like the NECA site, there's always like some angry Predator fan like commenting like,
Yeah.
release more Predator stuff.
Yeah, how much more
That's
can
my
you do
favorite.
though? You could redo some characters like some of the comic stuff. Just redo some of those older ones, like the human side from the comics. Like there was that
Yeah.
girl that I don't know enough, but
Girls, ew.
lady, not a lady Predator, but a lady that wears Predator gear. And then you have the video game ones, which I think those are still kind of, they show up randomly as available. Right?
I got a question for you, John.
Yeah,
Would
okay.
you, if I had to lock you, if you got locked in like the scenario into like a spaceship, okay?
Uh-oh.
Would you rather, and you have to survive, would you rather there be an alien in there with you or a predator? Like, which one would you rather fight?
Rather the alien.
Okay, you think you could
Because the
survive
Predator
more?
is, he's got a whole brain in there and he's like figuring things out and he can go invisible. He's got all these weapons and stuff and he can think. Or an alien is just like, I have one, it's very insect like. I just have a mission to turn this thing into a host or whatever. But I haven't watched Alien Romulus yet, so I might change my mind.
I feel like because the predator has maybe like a brain, maybe I could reason with it. Like maybe I could come up like when all the chips are down, maybe I could come up with something. Also, are the predators as strong as the aliens? Like aren't the aliens stronger? Like if a predator goes up against an alien, and I'm not talking about the gigantic predator in that last movie. That predator was that was crazy. But like aren't the aliens stronger than the predator?
No.
No?
I mean, because they were usually taking on more than one anyway at a time. But even in the Alien versus Predator movies, he can like grab them by the neck and throw them around. I mean, the aliens are still strong, but yeah, I think historically the predators are just physically stronger too.
I think I would rather also I like the comment, if you're not a worthy hunt. I don't think any of us are worthy hunts, so he might just like give us money or something. He's like, yeah, you know what? I can't go back to my planet.
To
Huh?
throws us a thing to, he's got his own planet's action figures, and he throws us something and says, take it.
Yeah,
We're
he's
like,
just like,
oh.
he just, that, like, sound.
Yeah, you kind of sounded like a compute mother on a Nostromo.
That's what I was going for. Stupid Predator.
Stupid Predator.
Predator is a master killer. Killing equals pride. Alien just wants to kill and reproduce. Best case scenario is Alien and with a flamethrower. Yeah, I guess it also depends what kind of weapons I have. Like
whatever's aboard the ship.
Yeah, whatever's aboard the ship.
Or
That's right.
the prison that you're in, which is, let's face it. If you were in an Alien movie, which movie would it be? You'd be one of the guys on the prison.
Oh man, I wouldn't even be like. I would.
You're not a space trucker.
You don't think I can be a space trucker?
I don't think so.
You think I would just be a prisoner?
I mean, you could be. You could be the one guy in Alien Resurrection. Damn it! Damn it!
I forgot that guy.
Yeah, and the acid hits his leg that he can't feel because he's in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah, and doesn't he have to strap?
Then it
Doesn't he have
drops
to
on his
strap
ear.
him to the other dude? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Shit. What's the guy with the dreads? What's his name?
Dread guy.
Something E, like Tracy or something like that. But oh my god, the only real good part of that movie was none of it.
That movie's a little weird. They all kind of blend together with me for me. Dude, I feel like I could be part of like a Fix-It crew. You know what I mean? Like just like like Danny McBride's guys. You know what I mean? Like just like, hey, go tune the engine or something. I'm like, oh god, like I can easily roll like as one of those fucking grease monkeys.
How do you think how do you die, or what kind of room would you die in?
Well, that character will always die because like that guy's never the hero. Like
right.
He's just like
how?
So how do I die? I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't even know if I get like I don't know. I don't even know if I get my own death scene. I think I die with a bunch of other mechanics that like it's like one of those things where the alien comes in and I'm with the other guys and I'm like, oh shit, boys, and then he comes in and we all scream and it cuts to something else. Like we don't even get like our own death scene. We just kind of die altogether.
At least you have dialogue though, so that's good. You'll be happy to have that paycheck.
Yeah, I feel like you would be like one of like the scientists people, and I would be one of the grease monkey fixing the fucking shit. Like I think the chat would agree that kind of tracks. Like that you're on the science level. I'm on the let's like fix things with a ratchet level.
Yeah, I think I would go out as like I'm in my lab and it's locked. I'm locked in with the alien, and then I'm like kind of getting cornered, and then I pick up some kind of science tool that just shoots like a little flame thing or whatever, and like, but I'm scared to death. And then I'm like, come and get me, you son of a bitch! And then it just kills me. Like I don't even have a chance. But I still picked up a weapon with a little flame. You're like, oh, maybe he'll do something. But I
like that.
I like yell that last bit of confidence, and then I'm instantly dead. It just pounces on me, and then I'm like, ah!
First of all, you played that perfectly. I can totally see that being your death. I could totally like I almost see like a thing where it's just like where it almost like you were saying, like it almost looks like you're gonna win. You know what I mean? But then like like you're out of butane or something. You're like, oh god, and then like it just comes out. Like I can see that. But I think you get an on-screen death. I like Treasy's comment. He said off-screen death mentioned for sure. I don't even get. I just get the oh shit, and then that's it. But you will get an on-screen death. I don't think I get chest bursted. I think maybe Johnny. I think I just get killed, and then the pilot or the main guy goes, fuck, all my guys were, you know, like all our heart monitors just all drop on the screen, and that's how you know, like, we're dead. Like, we don't, like, you don't see us die.
Oh man, did not expect this to be the primary part of watching the
No,
stream.
it's not, but this is fun. Jeff White is saying, John, you're the android that Johnny's the android that betrays you.
No, I think that would be Jay from Geek Dad Life, because he's so nice that it just defaults to him, because like he's so kind but at the end of it he has this submission from Wayland Yutani to bring back a sample of this thing, and kind of like David, you know, he's trying to get one of us impregnated or something like that, and he's playing it all whatever.
I could see that. He's just kind of like his version of an alien. He's just like super nice guy, but like he's just like, yeah, he's just like obviously just a piece of shit.
Yeah. And
but you know who's not a piece of shit?
If it's 80s version aliens, he's an android that dies and, you know, milky stuff and all that stuff. But if it's current Ridley Scott stuff, then he's the only one that lives at the end, is Jay.
I don't know if I like him. I don't know if I like Jay living at the end.
I know. Well, that's why it makes a good ending.
Yeah. Okay. But speaking of good ending, Eric with the $5 super chat said, "How you could be a Lone Star? You could be Lone Star. He's a truck driver and Jewish. Is that kind of like Jewish?" While speaking of Spaceballs, what do you think of part 2 being in the works now? I think that film is going to be a disaster. Comedy sequels rarely work. Okay, especially when there's this giant gap of time in between, because then it just seems like they're just trying to like capture, no pun intended, the nostalgia of it all. I cannot think of a comedy sequel where there was a big gap of time in between that was like awesome.
Well, even if we remove a big gap of time and just allow it to be any time frame, Anchorman 2,
even then,
Dumb and Dumber 2, with Jim Carrey.
Don't remind me. Yes.
Ugh.
Johnny's definitely a Lambert.
Yeah, probably.
How to be private first class citizen William L. Hudson. Do I know who that is?
Hudson. Yeah.
Wait, which one was Hudson? Remind me. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Hudson. Oh my God, it's been so long since I've seen these fucking movies.
We're all gonna die, man.
I mean, that he's very cowardly, but maybe, you know, like that was what Bill Paxton. That's right.
You want some?
I like how in all these scenarios, none of us are like the tough guys.
No, we can't.
We're just people that just kind of die.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a tough guy with my glasses. That's the other thing. I'm in that lab, and because of the damage, the sprinklers are going off. So I'm just like, I can barely see because the glasses, and I'm like with my finger trying to see through them. I pick up the torch, and then maybe, yeah, like you said, it's either out of stuff, or it's like a laser thing that we used earlier to cut. Before the suspense was happening, we like cut something, dissecting something, and it's just like a little laser beam. It looks like a cheese slicer or something.
Yeah.
And then it sorts out.
It kind of reminds me. Yeah.
Come and get me, you son of a.
Dude, you do that perfectly, man. You know who you remind me of? You remind me of. Do you remember in Independence Day when all of those scientists just died in behind that glass? Like they were all they were trying to slice up that thing, and one of them was Brent Spiner, I think, and they all he wrapped his thing around one of them and he made him speak. Like You remind me of like you're either the main scientist guy, but probably not. I think you're the right hand of like the scientist guy, and you kind of live.
The main scientist is like an established character. The main scientist is like, he's had a lot. He's been speaking in a lot of different scenes, and then sometimes I'm just there, or I might add on to what he's saying, but I'm not in every scene with him. He
You're
talks
not
to the
every
main
scene.
cast.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's going, like he's saying, like the heartbeat is irregular. It's almost like there's two heartbeats, and you're like, and then you're on the monitor and be like, monitor's only showing one. You know, like you say, you do that, like you just kind of chime in to correct him or whatever. But yeah, you have a pretty brutal death scene, I think, in the but I mean, you at least have that scene.
Yeah, I think it is deserved though, because part of me is like, I'm almost too much into the science of it that I'm like, you know, these things, they're just like experiments to me, and I'm what am I like? I kind of make you feel as an audience member that it's a little too much coming from me. That like, we know they're aliens and the aliens need to die, but like, you know, if it was a cat and he said that, and that character would still feel the same way. Like, no, it's just a science experiment. You know, it's just like, and I talk down about the whole creature or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve. And here's you want to see the only interaction that we have? Here's the only interaction that we have. We're like, you and I, our screen time. We're in a big room together, okay? And the aliens have like invaded, like they breached the first door, okay? And we're all huddled together, like it's 30 of us, okay? And like some guy, one of the main character guys says like, you know, like, I think, you know, the sonar or the sensors say that it breached the door, and then you say something like, it's impossible for them to breach that door, and then I say something like, yeah, pal, well, why don't you tell that to the fucking door that's not there anymore, because I fucking saw it. And then like, and then and that's our only interaction. Like, you're very scientific about like the impossibility, and I'm like, yeah, pal, like I'm like that guy, and that's it. Like, that's our only communication, and then we go to our separate sectors and we die horrible deaths separately. But that's the screen time that we have.
Yeah, I think one of us could be lucky enough that 20 minutes later into the film, it cuts back to our dead body, pans across, you see our face, we're like, that guy died, and then it slows down and stops, and then
you get checked.
Yeah. So we never saw, and then you see the face hugger like dead on the floor next to us, and it's like, oh, it didn't kill us. It just set us up for that. Could be you, because we don't see your death technically. Mine was definitely a mouth through the head.
Yeah, but you would be. I think your character would be scarier dead. Like, you reanimated with your glasses on. Like, I think would be like, to me, that'd be like scarier. Yeah. than just like some grease monkey guy. You know, so I think.
But I wouldn't be reanimated. What do you mean? You're counting that xenomorph as having like a little bit of that person in it?
Yeah, like well, before he bursts out completely, right? Like.
Oh, I was just saying that like we'd be laying on the floor. You would never see us, like, once our death happened on scene. So mine is thing goes through the skull.
That's you're completely dead. You're completely dead.
Yeah. Yours is you and all those guys die, the heartbeat monitors, all that stuff, and then we're like, well, those guys are gone. Those are, you know, C characters. 20 minutes later, we cut back and it's in that room and it's panning, and then maybe we see like a dead face hugger on the floor, and then we see your head.
Oh, I see.
And we're like, okay, that's one of the dead nobodies, and then and then that's when
and it just bursts out. Okay. Yeah.
So you didn't die on screen.
No, I like it. And I want the credit to be dead nobody. That's a great. I would call it a day.
Yeah. That was the name on his shirt. Nobody.
Dead nobody. Yes, I like that. But you know what? I think that's a good way for us to go. I think that's man. We have really derailed into this Predator thing, and we went off on a whole tangent. But I think it was very entertaining.
This is what inspires people to be creative and write. So now we just need to type this thing out. We need you to do like an outline of the whole film.
I will. And all we need is for 20th Century Fox. No, actually, they don't exist anymore. We just need Disney to say yes. Okay. And just say, hey, 250 people on this chat co-sign this, I think that's money in the bank, Disney.
Yeah, we'll send it to the director that is doing Romulus, the guy that did Don't Speak or whatever those movies are.
Yeah,
he did the.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's good. Fede Alvarez. I
Yes.
think that he's good. I like this one. How to be clutching a picture of his wife and kid. He wakes up, looking at the picture, and then a chest burst. I like that I have a wife and kid.
We see the photo, and from that camera angle, blood.
That's a good. I like that. I like that. That's a good. That's very like that aesthetic is real nice. Like that's a nice like visual. Is like you're looking at them, and then just that's pretty cool. Monster truck scene. All right. Is there any other toy, not to derail from this amazing conversation?
It's the best conversation we've had all day.
It really is. Is there any other? Well, let's first look and see if all that shit is fucking sold out.
Eczema He-Man is still good. These two are still good, and that's still sold out. It's crazy. They must have made like 4 of them.
Yeah, how did that thing sell out that fast?
Minecraft should make you go into store, purchase a wooden axe. It has like some kind of code, like a, what are those? Like a proximity code, an NFC code. And then you go into the store, and with that thing, it connects to your account. You have to buy all these like ground blocks. And then you take those blocks, and it's all timed. Like you have to like wait another 30 days or something. You go back in with your wooden blocks or your ground blocks, and you can trade those in and purchase a few wood blocks. And then you can, I'm stupid. Just saying you got to craft.
I want to see where you were building.
The idea was there, but it just like trying to put it into play. I should have just kept it simple. You should have to craft to get your stuff from them.
Yeah. I like that. John, I think TiVo 67 has some good dialogue for our scene.
Okay. That, you do yours, I'll do mine.
Are you ready to do a scene? Are you ready? So I got to say this, and then you come back with the prototype, and then I got to cut you off.
Okay.
Are you ready? Are you in the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. Channel the scientist. Aliens have just breached the wall. Okay. There's aliens just breached the wall. That's what the radar says. Okay. You are incredulous. You don't believe it. Okay. And I do believe it because I saw it. All right. So, scene, set, camera set, action. Let me get into character 2. I'm a grease monkey. All right. And here we go. Yeah, pal. Well, I trust my eyes more than your fucking protractor.
Protractor? A protractor is used for...
Shut up, pencil neck. I'm just fucking being sarcastic.
Right. That wasn't part of the script.
Well, I said I had to cut you off, so I had to use something. All right, John. Kofi, that's what you got up. Continue. There you go.
Yeah. So the 3 latest things are going to be the sewer layer hole covers, which I think I talked about last week. They're bigger things. They're square. You can use them as backdrops if you wanted to. You can slide them back and forth to fill the hole however you feel fit. The art magnets, which I showed earlier, you can buy those 3 available now. And these pretty much everything is shipping worldwide. Yeah, I have worldwide on that. And then this, which launched, it was like a launch that went up yesterday. And basically, it's pretty straightforward. What happens here? It's to cover those sewer layer walls on the left or right side. So here's one where you can have the option to have the hole cut out of it. Which then we have this, which is the backdrop now of the live streams. But this is one that will go on obviously left or right because there's no hole here. And then this is just a black filled in space by default. So you can just get it as is. Or if you want the cut out version. So you just need to select that over here from your variants and choose whether you want left or right. And then, of course, if you don't have the holes cut out, it's a perfect complement to those inserts so that you can like kind of sandwich them in between and have whatever scene you want, but still cover up those ugly sides of the sewer layer. But that's the stuff right now. These specifically are up for pre-order. So next week, probably get them in. Start.
I am definitely going to
up.
get this for my Donatello lab, which, by the way, is shipping soon.
Yes, and keep in mind that the Donatello lab, now this could hurt my sales.
No.
The Donatello lab has shelves on the left and right side, so I don't know if those shelves will come out. I would hope so, because they glued in all those bricks on the wall, even though those bricks can come out. So we'll have to see. Maybe those will come out, and then you can line them up and have the holes. I think when they had it on display in San Diego that they didn't have the shelves there. Maybe. I don't know. But also the kitchen, those holes don't line up. So that's like a totally who knows what's going to happen with the kitchen if they go through with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I like the glory hole version.
Well, all right then.
I mean, that could be a whole new audience. People like fans using that as a glory hole. That could be kind of cool, no? Like you cut out the hole. Who's to say, like everybody plays with their toys. What happened?
You'd have to cut out this hole though.
Well, I'd probably cut. Yeah, that's no, that's a rumor. I'd cut the big one.
This is your poopy hole.
Wow.
Boy.
That's yes, these are awesome. This is one of you have a lot of good ideas. This is one of your better ideas. This is because that is, I think what you do best is when you fill in a need of something that exists. And that is definitely one. If I had the living room, which I don't, maybe I pick it up at some point or trade for something. I would for sure get that, because the side of the layer still fucking bothers me. My buddy has it. I went to his house a few days ago. It still bothers me when I just see the side and just all that plastic. And also, I don't like that the hole at the back of his layer, the layer just kind of goes to nothing. It's just, you just see the other side of his wall. So I think that's a brilliant idea.
Well, thank you.
And
I never would have thought to do those if it wasn't for fans reaching out and asking me to do that. One being Ted Biaselli of the Netflix fame.
Superstar Ted Biaselli?
Yeah.
Wait,
he's on his way to South Africa right now for his birthday.
Oh, is he?
Or it's also his birthday and he's going to South Africa. But yeah, crazy.
South Africa? I always think of Lethal Weapon 2 when I think of
I just think of fucking prawns.
Fucking prawns. Oh my God. You know what? Talk about a sequel for a movie. Where's the sequel to that movie?
Yeah, District 10.
District 10. Just make it like that. I usually roll my eyes when people are like sequel. That is one. I fucking love that movie.
Dude,
man. Like,
it was so good.
Why have they not made a sequel to that?
I know that he wanted to for a long time, but I think there's also like this curse of what is that director's name?
Neil Blomkamp?
Yes. There's also like a curse behind him because he wants to do stuff, but then he gets screwed over sometimes. So like the Chappie was a nightmare. That rap duo that he had in that movie was an absolute nightmare to work with. Then
were they? That Chappie sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think that he's happy with it. There's a lot of awful like behind the scenes of Chappie. But then he was supposed to get an Alien 5 movie and Ridley Scott, Skidley as I call him, Skidley Rot. He wanted him to do it, and it was going to take place after Aliens and kind of rewrite the history there, and you were going to get Ripley, Newt, and Hicks.
That just fell through.
And there's concept art, all kinds of stuff for it, but it just never happened. I think it was right around the kind of failure, the box office failure of either Prometheus or Covenant.
Those movies are wildly expensive. That's one of the big problems.
Yeah.
But he did a Need for Speed or no Gran Turismo movie, and that was supposed to be really good. So
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
yeah, it's supposed to be good. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, somebody in the chat's probably seen it. 2003 Turtles. What's going on?
I Rangers. So somebody on Twitter was like, their legs are stubby, short little stubby things, which doesn't look accurate. And I'm thinking that's kind of true. The sculpting here reminds me more of the Batman versus Ninja Turtles than it does the 2003. I think the heads are good. But there's something about the bodies that seem just a bit off. But that's being really, really picky about the bodies or whatever. I didn't think about that until someone on Twitter said something. So not a big deal. My concern is that there's really nothing in the boxes, which, Super 7 historically has had a lot of accessories, albeit sometimes that they aren't necessary accessories. And you're like, okay, what am I going to do with this freaking crate and panda for Mo? But we got basically nothing here. They all have a turtle communicator. And then who is it? We got Michelangelo comes with 2 spinnings and 2 nunchuck, which is cool. Raphael basically gets nothing, and the same with Leonardo. So he comes with extra goggles over here, so you get a bonus item for him. Michelangelo is the most packed, I guess, because you get the extra stuff. And then these two are just like, there's nothing. And do they fix the wrist pegs so that they're on ball joints now, so that way you don't have to worry about, because Super 7 was the first time I saw a wrist peg that actually had like a horizontal and vertical option in the box, and at the time I was like, what? But they're not. No, they're not on ball pegs. So you don't have. So he's got he's got vertical hinges, which is good. And so does Leo. So I guess if you're gonna have, there's no horizontal, but they all probably are the same. Are they the same color? No, they're not the same color.
No.
Ugh.
Dude, I really want these. I'll be honest. And look, I don't disagree with you about the accessories and the price. I guess now I'm trying to compare it to like Mesco. The Mesco 4-pack costs $400. This altogether $400 before shipping. This costs how much before shipping? $220 before shipping. Is this worth half of the value of Mesco? I don't know. We have to see them. I think they look, I don't know. I think they look pretty fucking dope, man. Like I personally, I'm not really gonna do stuff with the accessories anyway, but I need these to. Okay, I will say this. I will say this. Super 7, if you're watching, okay, in which you're probably not, because I think they hate you and me. But if somebody knows anybody at Super 7, okay, I think this you really have to knock this one out of the park. You really, I would say, if this one gets fucked up, or in a major way, not talking about like some QC issues or whatever. I think that might be doom for the company, because there's a lot of eyes on this, and in the same way that, look, Mondo almost had Mondo. The reason why Mondo is so successful now, and one of the reasons why they're so like popular, is because they made a concerted effort, to be like, anything that goes wrong, we're going to make right. And I'm sure they lost money. I'm sure they lost money on like the He-Man and like the QC and this and that. But they've made a concerted effort, and they're more expensive than this. But I think there's a lot of eyes on this, and there's new articulation. If that first batch comes in and it is not up to par, even if you got to lose some money, bring them up to par, because the QC on this, just it's got to be, all eyes are on you now.
Yeah.
And so this better be a winner, because if it's a winner, great. I think you can parlay this into a line, and you could do some real shit, and people will be accepting, but be careful.
Do you think it's a good or a bad thing for them that they are a 7-inch line?
I think that's okay. I mean, like, because I think a lot of people will probably display this kind of like on an island. I don't need this to match anything because it's its own. I look at this like the Revoltech turtles or the Batman turtles, or I don't need this to match with other stuff. Personally, I don't know. Other people collect differently, but I'm fine with it. I think because this is new, it's not supposed to. It doesn't necessarily have to link up with anything. I think I think it's fine. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I generally don't care when things are out of scale. I just know that a lot of people do, and they won't buy stuff like the not Leo, not Donatello line because they scale a little small and they want it to mix with things, which, yeah, I don't think I understand that. I think they're just big. 7 is big. If anything, I would say like 6 or smaller is a safer bet. But like Super 7 stuff is just always so large. Um,
I know,
my
but these have the like I feel like in the way like the Simpsons, or like these can be real big and fun. Like I think that's what's gonna make these stand out. I don't know. I could be wrong,
Well,
but
because
like
I think about, I guess that they're so locked in at 7-inch that they ruin things by doing every other line that size. So then you have like really way too large of Ren and Stimpy, way too large of Animaniacs or something, Pinky and the Brain. Like everything just gets like Pinky and the Brain are going to be the same size as freaking Ninja Turtles, or the Animaniacs is a serious problem to me. But
yeah,
maybe that's fine for other people. Maybe they're like, well, these guys are just their own thing, so I don't mean to lock in so much. Like the scale doesn't generally bother me. I just think it will bother other people. But my biggest concern out of this entire launch, as always with Super 7, is going to be not only the final product, but the articulation. Can the joints handle being articulated?
yeah.
My fear with Squidward having all of his tentacle legs and all the knees was that he would never stand up. And they had like an early prototype and he couldn't stand up, obviously, but it was a prototype. But people have said that the actual one has the same problem.
Yeah, that's gonna be the trick. That's gonna be the fucking trick with this, man.
Oh, this is a great point.
All I know with these being said, how big are the humans if they make Shredder? Yeah.
They're not the best at keeping things scaled together within its own line.
You know what, man? Figure it out. Like I'm just saying, like these are things that if I was making this line, I would figure out. I hope, like I said, these are real nice. I think these renders are real nice. Super 7, I hope you have a plan, and I hope you figured it out, because there's going to be a lot of eyes on this. I'm optimistic, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, I want them. We've always said it. I want them to succeed. I'm just like, it's like being in a bad relationship where you're just like, what? Maybe things will get better. And
Like
I'm
a
always
bad romance.
yeah, and I'm always just like, man, always disappointed.
Yeah, we'll see.
Eric with the $5 super chat says, hey, it's been a while since I seen a super chat. By the way, you guys know about Streamlabs for content creators. They don't take a profit like YouTube, I hear. Streamlabs.
Let's go to Streamlabs, Johnny.
Yeah, well, we're using StreamYard, which obviously that's just a base to send out. I don't know how does Streamlabs do it if you're watching on YouTube?
I don't know. You're a scientist. Figure it out.
Come and get me, motherfucker. Well, thank you, Eric, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that, of course. You want to read that? You put it
Oh,
on
I'm
screen,
sorry.
and then you just disappeared.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked it. No, go ahead.
No. We were done.
Oh, you're no, Lee, a super shot new with these super dynamic renders. I mean, they're dynamic here on this shot. How long will Flipboard be available for? Pre-order store. Here, quick plug, the quickest plug, I promise, guys. Where's Flipboard? Where is pre-order store open right here? You can still pre-order all your Flipboard stuff. I think this around Comic-Con, I think one more month, or I think the end of July is when we have to cut this off. So the way this works, this is not like open forever. We have to cut this off, and then whatever the numbers are, go to production. Tooling is still happening, so there's still time. But this pre-order store is open now. You don't get the bonuses that you got on the Kickstarter with the accessory pack, but you can get a lot of this shit. And there's not going to be tons of these when all is said and done. And I'm not saying that like a FOMO thing. I just am looking at the numbers. So if you want one, I think I'll announce it. But end of July, I think, is what we're looking at before we have to. Whenever Ace is like, okay, I need all the orders, that's when this goes through. And yeah. So get your Flipboards on. You can go just type in Flipboard Kickstarter. It's right. You know what? I'll put. What am I doing? Why do I, John? Why am I fucking lazy? I don't understand. Like why do I get lazy? Oh, somebody got banned. That's
because
cool.
you put so much work into this thing.
Yeah.
And it's nonstop. You've been putting out new things, working on new things, doing new stuff. Now it's just like, oh god.
We're working. Oh, dude, the comic. So the comic, I think we finally solidified like the script for the mini comic, which I want to be. I mean, right now it's like a digital thing, but I'd like to make it so that we can have a printed version. But it's pretty fucking funny. So keep that in mind. Also, these there is a limited amount of these guys here with the coin. We only paid for a limited run. This is going to be a heavy metal coin. It's 50 millimeters, so it's big, and it's going to have "In Frank We Trust" on one side, "Champions of Farity."
How is it a heavy metal coin?
Say again.
How is it a heavy metal coin? It just looks like a face, and it says something on it.
There's
nothing heavy metal about it.
Heavy metal, bro. Okay. But a heavy coin made of metal. And then you have an enamel pin. And then you have, if you get this one, you get 3 signed things. And once this is done, it's done. I promise you, once it's done, it's done. Okay. Because I really have no interest in maybe there'll be something else that's signed or some other art moving forward. But this is, we only paid for a certain amount of those coins. So go ahead and get your Flipboard on. Yeah, but I'll make another announcement. But the cutoff, I feel is going to be the end of next month around Comic-Con.
Well, that's exciting.
Yes. So that's my shameless plug. Looks like we got somebody banned. We always have somebody banned. There's always one person that gets banned.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a good stream.
Kindly F off, no politics here. It's like, oh god, politics are so unsexy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I live my life just trying to surround myself with things that are fun and toys.
AOC's kind of sexy,
huh?
AOC's kind of sexy.
I mean,
Have you seen Bernie Sanders?
I would say he's kind of sexy. I would get a Bernie Sanders action figure. Yeah. But yes, I surround myself with things that are non-political because I have kid logic. I never talked politics when I was a kid. It bored me to death, and I don't really do it when I'm an adult.
Yeah. I will say this though, outside of like this and this experience for us and our audience and it not being a part of it, in your personal life, you should give a shit. You should give a shit.
I don't give a shit. It's just that I don't talk about it.
I'm saying that it's the royal you. I'm just saying everybody needs to care, and they need to vote because that's especially at a local.
Don't vote. Everybody, if you're listening, do not vote. Never vote. Okay, is there any other stuff? Dude, I wish I knew when NECA was announcing the turtle stuff, because then we could maybe be streaming, but dude, it might be in hours from now.
If what? I think.
I wish I knew when NECA was announcing their turtle reveal.
Oh, right, because we might have to stream again.
No, I don't know. I mean, I got to go to work soon, like nowish.
Leave, or you work from home?
No, I work from home, but like.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. Well, you just have to take a long lunch.
Trying to get me fired.
Yes.
Trying to get me fired right before I'm moving.
That'll make it a lot easier to get the moving part done.
That is true. That is true, dude. I've been selling. I have like been selling like Funkos and just trying to like. I have so much shit that like nothing makes you take stock of how much needless shit you have than like a move. Yeah. Because you have to physically, you have to look at it and be confronted with it. It's some weird like therapy where you're like a lot of times as a collector, you can just put stuff away in a closet. You know what I mean? But when you have to face it and hold it and put it in a box, you're like, oh my God, why do you exist? And why do I have you? And that's what I've been going through is this like at one point I was getting like, it was like making me sweat. Like I was like, why did I buy this whole box of things? And like, it really, every collector, I think at some point needs to move to really take stock of their fucking sickness, because I'm now like ready to like shed like 30% of things that I don't want.
I recently got something for myself that I wanted that wasn't for the channel, and as soon as I got it, I was like, why the hell did I get this? I have too much stuff coming in that is for the channel, like maybe 5K Toys is sending me or something. Like I can't afford to get something that I just want. You know, I was so mad at myself, so now it's just still sitting on the counter. But two things on that. One, do you, because I do think sometimes, you know what, at this point, I'm just going to grab a bunch of this crap and go to the local toy store and be like, what will you give me for all this stuff? And whatever they say, I don't care. Even if it's like a 10% of the value collectively, there's like 100 boxes, like just take it. Just you gave me a little bit of money and it's gone, so I'm happy. The other thing is, when I left West Virginia to go to Florida for 2 years to live down there, I left stuff behind. I was renting a house that my parents owned, but it was just like, I'm moving and I really need to consolidate what I'm taking with me. It's the bare necessities: the car, a bed, the cats, a TV, and like a few things, clothing. And it was just like everything else got left behind. And it was just so comforting. Yeah, like 5 years later, I'd be like, oh, don't I have one of those? Oh, yeah. I don't have that. But it's stuff that, like, there were things in this other room, like a guitar amplifier and speakers. And it was just like, and an old, I think it's an Atasaki rifle from the World Wars. World Wars One.
You had that?
Yeah. And it was like the serial numbers things that were like carved into or etched into the metal were still there. Where they used to get like scratched off or something after we took all their weapons. Anyway, yeah, it was my dad's from forever ago. I found it in our old house, and then I like cleaned it up and refreshed it, and then I just left it behind. Anyway, all that stuff was just in another room, and because it was in another room, like stuff in a closet in a box or something, it's like you just forget about it. And so then I go, well, if it's in a closet in a box and I've forgotten about it, I don't need it because it's in a closet in a box.
Right.
So if it's gone, if someone just wants to come and take it, I'm also still just fine with it. But if you put that responsibility on me, I'm going to be like, well, it has value and I need to do something, you know.
But that's my but okay, so what you just said is my problem. Like, okay, let's just talk about my dumb Funkos. I can probably have a garage sale.
Well, we just call those Funkos.
Huh?
Dumb Funkos is like saying,
oh, sorry, it's not oxymoron, it's superfluous. Yes. You don't need the adjective. What I'm saying is that I could probably have some kind of garage sale or something, but I know maybe it's the fucking Jew in me. I know it for a fact that like I'm just losing money. Like I bought these things and I'm not even selling them for value. Yes, I would love to push a button and well, sometimes people just do a lot sale. But I feel like unless like the lot makes sense and is thematic to each other,
Right.
you're just losing money. Like you're just like I don't think that that's the way to go. I think probably the best thing that I can do is cluster all properties together that make sense. So if I have like some turtle stuff, cluster that together and just try to sell it like that. So it's
Yeah.
still kind of a bulk, but like I'm not
But you're
losing a
also,
ton of money.
but you're still sitting on it trying to get rid of it. Where the solution right now is to do the other thing, like you said, just like a yard sale or whatever, or just box it all up, everything, and then go into a local toy store and be like, what will you do for trade-ins? Or, you know, like not trading, not for store credit, but like how much will you buy these things for? Obviously, you're not going to get the retail value or their street value,
Right.
but at least you're getting money and it's gone, so that
I
you've
know.
alleviated that sweating experience that you just talked about.
No, I know. I just okay, here's my other issue. My other issue is rewarding like GameStop type of behavior where it's just like, oh, you want me to buy your stuff? You want me to buy your video games? I'll buy it for $5 or I'll buy it for and making like it bugs me that I'm making that guy money because I just got lazy. You know what I mean?
Right, but nobody's making money, and you are stressed from it. So just
you're
get
not
rid of it,
wrong.
get a little bit of money, get rid of it, and then, you know, thank you for bringing me joy. Remember, we've talked about this, the Marie
Yeah,
Kondo.
no, I get it. Like we
Give
had
it a
our
little
great
kiss.
experiences.
Okay, bye. And when you go to trade it in, the guy's like, "Oh, you know, I'll give you $100," and it's like $1,000 worth of stuff, and the box is on the counter, and you're looking at it, and you're like, $100. I know this guy's gonna make like a thousand off of me. You know what? That's fine. But before I give it and sell it to you all, I just need a moment. And then you just take everything out, give a little kiss. Thank you. Thank you. And then he's like, all right, here's $20. And you're like, what? And he's like, yeah, I got to Lysol all of these.
Well, you know what I would do before I even bring the boxes? I would put my hand down my pants and touch every one of the boxes. So that way, psychologically, I feel like I gave you some gross.
Yeah. That's
stuff,
what I
you know what I mean?
yeah, that's what I do when I go to Target.
Ew, that was a test, John. Gross.
McDoidle's got you the $2.
Oh, McDoidle's. I like that name, McDoidle's. Is that a Sonic the Hedgehog?
It is,
avatar?
but it looks like a Ren and Stimpy drawing.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Good morning, FXers. FXers. I love flipping. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your I love your zeal for flipping is acknowledged. And yeah, thank you.
Necatronus says Fromunda figs.
Fromunda figs?
Fromunda. That's from Waiting, the movie Waiting. They called it like Fromunda cheese, and it's like the.
Oh my God, yes. And I saw that movie too. Dude, wasn't that movie that movie had to have been written by a waiter, right? Like,
oh, I'm sure.
Like that person.
Which I mean, it's Hollywood. Everybody's waiting tables, right? Or is that not really?
Yeah, but that restaurant. Do you guys have Bennigan's in North Carolina? So in
no,
Florida,
but there's so many that are similar to that.
You've been to a Bennigan's, right?
No.
Okay. In Florida, where I grew up, it was like there was this restaurant called Bennigan's, and it was exactly like that restaurant in Waiting. I'm like, this must have been a guy that worked there because like, and they had the same bullshit politics because I used to have a buddy that worked there, you know. But yeah, I guess they're all kind of the same. But great movie. Check it out. Check out Waiting.
Collectibles with the making a point.
Yeah, point. There you go. Is that what that means?
He's an admin over here too, so you watch yourselves. Watch yourselves. He'll get you kicked, and then there's two people watching, and we're like, "Oops, I shouldn't have given him that power."
Don't kick me, bro. I'm a co-host. Transformer fan over here. Are you live streaming again tonight, Johnny?
I am actually, and it is a company that does a lot of Transformer stuff. Iacon 3D Labs. I mean, if you're a Transformers fan, you know that Iacon is something to do with Transformers, a planet or something. I don't know. But they have a bunch of stuff that they have put together for Ninja Turtles. Some things that they had out before, some reworked, some new. So we're going to kind of go over that tonight on a live stream. Check out some of their really cool things. You can kind of get a preview from the thumbnail of that live. But
I have a funny story about that custom maker. It's is it Viacon or whatever? Iacon. He hit me up years ago. He had written a comment. Like it was like he said, "Hey, if you want, I would love to send something or show you something or whatever." And I was really busy at the time, so I couldn't respond to the comment. And then he wrote another comment, and he said, "Oh, guess you're not interested. I'll look elsewhere."
Wow.
It was the most passive aggressive. That's not even passive aggressive. That's like aggressive.
All right, well, don't ruin it for the live tonight, and people are gonna think he's a. You just don't reply to people, and there's proof.
I'm just telling you I'm telling you my experience with him. I guess I didn't respond in a reasonable amount of time.
And if this was years ago, Hatter was also the kind of guy that makes Blaine from Neca really upset because you were such a negative Nancy, and you would get wasted and do videos, and it was just like, oh, he's so brutal.
No, hold on a second. What did I say to that guy that would make him upset? I was just talking about.
So I originally thought that what made him upset was your review of Trenchcoat April, but then YouTube handed me a fucking wrapped present, a fucking gift. It was just like, hey, your birthday's coming up, enjoy this. And it was you in a hotel room at SDCC at night, plastered, going on about stuff. And I think the Trenchcoat April was was the topic, and how BS it was.
Yeah, but what did I say? Did I say anything so egregious that in that
just saying that, like, if this was my first experience of an early channel, I'd be like, all right, well, fuck this guy. Meaning, like, if you were talking about me and my stuff or whatever, I'd be like, wow, this is one of those guys. But that would mean that he probably didn't see all the other things, and that one probably just stood out because of how wild it was. But yeah, it's like you also reviewed turtle stuff, and you were just like jizzing your pants in your videos because you loved it so much. So you've been very balanced. Like, you give the good when you give the bad, but that was just like it's different.
I talk a lot of shit, but, like, you know, don't be so sensitive to it. That is actually very nice. I actually like that.
I was gonna guess that maybe this was what they wanted to send you.
I think so. But, like, I think it took me more than 48 hours to respond, and he got very upset.
Yeah, some people.
But it is nice. I do like it.
This is it's all 3D printed stuff, but they paint it and they finish it, and it's like, it's whatever the good 3D printing it, resin or something. So it's like you don't get all those stupid line marks everywhere.
Yeah.
But this was just something they created to do as a pizza monster incubator. So it actually comes with this little dome piece, not the monster, but it comes with the little things that were on the pizza. They get turned into these guys.
I do like that.
Original concept.
I do like that. Iacon, I do like your stuff. Okay. I'm sorry it took me 48 hours to see the comment. It's not fast food here. But I like this comment. Next week, Icon Hatter in printed magazine feature. It's funny. This is a reference to the Pixel Dan. Look, I am willing to.
The next thing you know, Robo's gonna invite you on the show or something.
No, but the Robo was a different situation. So Pixel Dan, I found out after the fact, never technically rejected Mega J, when he reached out, he just didn't respond. I don't know. Maybe he gets a lot of DMs, but he never said like, no, I will not, talk about that. The Robo situation, he flat out was like, I will not discuss, like in words, it'd be like, no, I don't do 5.5 in scale. Go pound sand, basically. So that's a different situation. And look, here's the thing, Robo, okay? If he wanted to come back to the Flipboard fold and be like, hey, I want to talk about Flipboard, everybody is welcome back. I am a magnanimous person, as I say this to a guy who has 20 times my subscriber count. If he ever wanted to, pencils have erasers. But yeah, it's
so do some ink pens.
Yeah. And by the way, don't be so sensitive to shit. Yeah, that's why I like shit talking. Why are people so sensitive to shit? Like, just because you shit talk, what does that mean? That now there's a forever line in the sand that don't cry? Do you know how many times how many people I have in my life that are friends that we started as like shit talking each other? It happens. It's okay. It's not the end of the fucking world. I didn't kill your dog, so relax.
So this do we think that there's ever going to be any other bloody versions of I think everything from the last run is going to happen, especially if they're going to be making a live action movie, like if that actually happens, which the director said he wants. I think it was the director. Somebody wants Judith Hoag to play April again, which would be crazy.
I think that would be a crazy idea. I mean, it'd be cool, but yeah. Do you think they're going to be these bloody versions?
Yeah, any versions from that we're going to get. And I can't recall what they looked like when they all pass away. But I do know that...
spoiler, you fucker!
When April has some parts of her body that aren't there anymore, I think we could get all that as well, like removable parts or something.
You know what an action figure bloody version would be of you? It would be a bloody virgin. All right, I'll move on. Renders effects, the genius renders effects. One of the parents of Flipboard. Flipboard has many parents. I don't know if you know that, Johnny. Flipboard has been raised by the community, and renders effects is one of the leaders of the village that raised Flipboard. So what's up, buddy? They have Zaxby's though, and NC, and it's like chicken crack. I get the shakes every time I pass one. It's a problem. What's Zaxby's, John? You're
chicken, like a fast food chicken place.
Oh, fast food chicken. Okay, there you go.
Culver's would be the one of the places that I think locally people.
You don't eat out a lot.
Hey, you don't know me.
That I know of. What?
You mean restaurants?
Restaurants. Do you guys have Raising Cane's over there?
I think so.
So
I don't do a whole lot of fast food stuff.
Yeah, that's how you know that Johnny's not a relatable guy. Like, and I'm kind of like the dude like that you can kind of like connect with, like you can have a beer with.
I love Taco Bell. It really just comes down to like, I just have I've grown over the years to just like despise McDonald's.
Well, yeah, McDonald's.
I only like a spicy, like I like a chicken sandwich if I'm gonna go somewhere. So like who's the chicken place? Chick-fil-A, and then a spicy chicken from Wendy's is good. But beyond that, I'm kind of like, I don't really want any of the stuff. And like, yeah, there's also a lot of like, it's just unhealthy most of the time. But I love me some Arby's chicken tenders.
Oh my God.
And then it comes down to like money. It's like I'll make something here, or I'll eat Taco Bell's value menu.
Dude, I have you know what Arby's has like the best, like Arby's has the best gyros, whatever. You would never know it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think of them.
You wouldn't think of them, but they're fucking amazing. I'm telling you, this is a Middle Easterner. They're fucking delicious. The other place I like is Raising Cane's, but then I saw somebody talking about it, and this dude was like, if you like Raising Cane's, it's only because of the sauce. and I was like, fuck you, I like their chicken, you asshole. And then I had it, and I was like, you know what? I think he's completely right. I think it's just this fucking sauce that is making me love Raising Cane's, and I feel almost like I'm fooled by Raising Cane's. So, you know,
I believe it. That's kind of Buffalo Wild Wings. Their wings aren't great, but they have some great sauce.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings, I'll do in a pinch. You know what I mean? Like I'll do. You know what? I kind of want some fucking fast food now. So,
spicy garlic is my jam.
Spicy garlic Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so good. We back in West Virginia, we had a place called Quaker Steak and Lube. Steak instead of state, like the oil company, Quaker Steak and Lube. But they would do this all you can eat wing night for like $12. And they had so many flavors, dude. So many flavors and some like super hot ones. So we would like we'd work our way up to like the really like atomic stuff or whatever, where you're just like sweating and miserable.
Dude, I would love an all-you-can-eat wing night only because then I can try like a bunch of shit that I would never get solo.
Yeah, the way it starts is like your first order is like X number of wings, and then it slows down. They bring out less because they know you're going to be a little more full. But yeah, it's perfect for just trying out all the flavor.
Yeah, I like that. Devin Decker. Yes, we did discuss the 2 Earl Sinclair variants. Okay, I think it's safe to say we might not be in on either of them, right, John? Like,
no, I'm so pissed and tempted to get the working version, but it's like at this point, let me just contact somebody like Rebel 10 Customs on Instagram and have them make me a Sinclair's work shirt and just be done.
Yeah.
I could use the orange helmet like I did in my Professor Perry review. I took that helmet and put it on Earl, and it works.
Yeah. So I don't know. I will say I do like that little box with the little critters inside. I'm a sucker for some critters, but I don't know.
Buy it, take the stuff out, and return it.
Yeah. What does Raph say after he watches the Critters movie? What does he say?
Who's coming up with this stuff or something?
Yeah, who's coming up with this stuff? Yeah, that's right. He walks out. Who's coming up? I do. At some point, I have to build a little Critters marquee. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you seen? People are. It's like a trend thing to do. I think there's somebody that made a version of it. Maybe it's just on VHS, but you are watching Ninja Turtles. He goes in to see Critters, and then the Critters movie plays. And then when it's done, the rest of Ninja Turtles plays.
Wait, I've heard about this. Did they just spliced it together?
Yeah. It's like a double feature.
Okay, you know what I would love? I have not heard that, but you know what I would love to watch? I would love to watch a full MSTK version of Critters, but Raphael watching the movie Critters and talking like he's the only one in the theater and he's just making comments, but it's Mystery Science Theater 3000 of Raphael just watching and commenting on Critters.
I like that. Oh, we could definitely do that since it is just a black overlay.
So
you can just record whatever and then alpha channel black. You just get your movie figure and do some like stop motion with it, and then you can have segments that repeat so it looks like he's always moving.
All right, John, let's do a project. You want to do a project?
Yeah.
MST3K. We come up with. I'm just wondering, does the format work if it's just one guy making comments, or does he need like another? I mean, who else would be there? He didn't know anybody.
Yeah, you'd have to do like MDR 3K or something.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be, like.
But yeah, who could the other person? Just I mean, now it doesn't make sense time wise, but you could bring in Casey Jones or just he's got to have somebody to talk to. But yeah.
What if there's like a woman just constantly shushing him, and he's like, "Lady, what just happened is fucking stupid." You know what I mean? Like
it's clearly a costume.
That's the worst costume I ever seen.
Look at the animations, the animatronics of the mouse.
I like it. All right. We got to wrap up, John. We got to wrap and wrap. I'm not going to do a wrap.
If we wrapped up, we wouldn't be able to have Eric here with the $5. Thank you, Eric, again. Johnny, can you do a search on Target for Splinter Funko? Only Spirit version I can afford. Hatter might like that. It's up
Oh,
for
you know
pre-order.
what? Mo texted me. You should put that on the screen. Type in Splinter Funko.
This for real? Splinter Funko. Splinter Funko. I'm gonna do a screen share.
I think you'll like this because you have the NECA version, and now you can have
Wow.
the Spirit of Splinter Funko. This is actually pretty fucking cool.
Comes out in August.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
this is pretty wild. Huh.
I'm not
I
gonna
saw
lie.
these somebody shared. Because I remember seeing the trench coat
That's
and
really
thinking
cool
that,
too. Speaking of trench coat Raph.
yeah. You know, I always see at Walmart is the gigantic Funko of Michelangelo holding the donuts.
I know. I see him. Oh,
My
I'm
God,
not.
who wants that
I
a
know.
Funko that big?
I'm
Man?
not biting, but this one is real cool. I almost feel. Does it say it's glow in the dark?
No.
I almost feel like what they're gonna do, because I know Funko is they're gonna release this again for some exclusive or some con, but a glow in the dark version of this Spirit of Splinter. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Funko.
You're wrong.
Oh, but you're not Funko.
Well, I don't know. You just told me to tell you, and I felt obligated.
Oh, sorry.
What is this? Snap. What is Snap?
Link your EBT cards. Can you use EBT cards to buy Funko?
Yeah. I don't know why it would be under this. And oh, it's sponsored. That's why. Wow. Wow.
Your brothers love you. Okay. You should get it, John. You can finally have a Spirit of Splinter.
Protractor. Oh, protractor is meant to
Protractor my ass. I don't know. I'm not good at ad-libbing. Okay, guys. I think John, I feel like as soon as we stop, NECA's gonna announce the next turtle thing.
I know, and then we're gonna be like, well, fuck us. Did we just do it again? It's summertime, and what happens in summertime? Oh, come on, you son of a bee. That's Michelangelo's birthday. On a calendar that has too many days. We don't know what month it is, but we know it's summer. Well, would you say June or July or August for something that was, if that was part of the calendar, that month
like
gets
July.
Yeah, I would think so too, right?
Yeah.
So Michelangelo's birthday is the 13th, and one could assume it's July. So let's remember that. We'll do a special stream. Well, this is part of something I was trying to build, like this whole little pack of stuff. So who knows? In the future, maybe we'll get some little things like this from me that you can enjoy.
I enjoy everything from you.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know, John, if they announce a thing, maybe you want to go on again or play it by ear. If
those sons of bitches. If we knew what time that they launched the other stuff, then we could have a better idea of waiting around to see if this was worth waiting for.
When was it? Does anybody know when they announced the other shit? Like, was it around this time?
Yeah, like 1 day ago. That's all I get. That's not helpful.
No, like around what? Like,
no, hour? I know. Yeah, I'm just saying the internet is telling me 1 day.
Well,
also, I don't know if you know anything about grapevines, but you can hear things in them. So if you have like a local greenhouse, you can find a grapevine and then go up to it. Sometimes you have to whisper to it. So you'll grab some of the vines and then go, is there any news about NECA? Maybe for San Diego or something? And then you find out that the 4-pack of Archie turtles have hit the States. But
you think it's gonna be
but Archie it might turtles? Be purely just for San Diego Comic-Con, so not like a stock thing, but like a here's what we have to show at San Diego. But that is a big sign. The grapevine never lies.
Yeah. Archie so quick guesses. What's your guess? I'll tell you my guess.
For San Diego?
Yeah.
I thought we did talk about this on one of our streams. I
know,
don't
but
remember what I
let's
said.
just, I've thought about it some more. Let's just recap real quick. What do you
Yeah,
think?
I don't remember what I said. So what I think we'll see as available to purchase will be that giant Krang. I don't think Belly Bomb would be a SDCC thing. So like that 4-pack and giant Krang could be some exclusives.
Archie 4-pack?
Yeah.
Okay. I think first Turtles.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those stupid things.
Yeah. Dinosaurs figure was posted on Facebook at 12 p.m. yesterday Eastern.
What was
that's still a ways away.
Dinosaur figure?
Yeah, the
12
p.m.
Yeah, God,
superhero
and 12 p.m. Eastern.
12 p.m. Eastern, which is like 9 on my time, which is like still like an hour and some change away. So we'll see. I don't know. I got to play it by ear. I gotta work, Jonathan. Okay, not everyone lives in the lap of luxury. Like
no, man, I've been busting my ass all week trying to get stuff together. So up until 8 p.m. working on things. So.
Okay.
But anyway, come back to this channel tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to have Icon 3D Labs. We're going to talk about some stuff very Ninja Turtle specific. We'll see if they'll talk about some of the other things like Transformers or whatever. But they have new products for Ninja Turtles. I have them here. I'll have my overhead camera set up. We'll have conversations. I'll show the stuff off. We'll see what's coming.
All right. Very good. Anything else to say, scientist?
I love you real big time.
Do we want to do one? Do we want to do one more Predator scene just to get us out of here?
Alien
scene.
I mean, if my role is good enough, then maybe I'll have another character in a different Predator movie. I'll be like the Bill Paxton of the universe.
Okay. All right. Here's the scenario, John. Before we get so the scenario is we're going into deep space, and you're telling us how the ship is fortified and nothing can penetrate it.
Okay. Hold on. The ship is fortified. No, it's like I've been telling you guys this entire trip. The ship is fortified. There's nothing that can get into this place. We're fine. So please stop stressing out over it and let us do our job.
Hey, your job is to fucking keep us alive. My job is to have the ship running, okay? And if you get in the way of my job, we're going to have a fucking problem, you geek. Because I don't like no science guys.
If we have a problem, then say it to my face. Otherwise, I need to see what this thing's all about.
Oh, you're very intense. All right.
This is why you want him to die.
No, I want that character to die. You played an effective character that I now want to die. So I want him to.
Because I'm so cocky to humans, but then that alien comes in and I'm.
Yeah, exactly. And then you do that thing where you're like, but the ship was supposed to be impenetrable.
Yeah.
The alien doesn't give a fuck. He's burrowing right into your head. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's like, too bad your skull's not fortified.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
All
right. That's it. We gotta wrap up. I gotta go to work. Maybe John and I talk again if they release something. I don't know, John. We coordinate something like that. But final words.
Final words are my booty longs for you tonight. What do you think? Oh, it's gonna longing.